I have seriously recorded this like 15 times because I can't get this right. Hey everyone, it is HelloStudios here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a full tutorial on how to make this custom. Since this custom is actually inspired off Hasbro's original design of their Comic-Con cat custom, I'm giving you full permission to copy it. You can always switch up the colors on this one. For example, you can make the eyes a different color, or the mask a different color, or even the whole thing a different color. It's all your choice. So yeah, let's just get started. To start off, you want an LPS cat base form, which I'm using a short hair. To remove all its eye paint, you want to use some acetone, which you can buy at your local craft store or on eBay or Eastay, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm going to be using white paint for this custom. The brand I'm using is called Americana. I have it in a different bottle right now, but it doesn't really matter what paint you use as long as it's acrylic. Make sure to get your little painting tray out and squeeze some of that paint on. This one was not coming out, so I had to bang it on the table first. And you want to take some water, this is pretty important. Take some water and dip it in your paint and just mix it around so it drips down. That's the consistency you want. That's best for painting on your custom. Your first layer can be very loose. You don't have to worry if it's not exactly showing through that well. The only thing that would change if you're using black, then it would probably be thicker. But for white, you're going to see the color in your first layer, and that is completely normal. So don't worry about that. Just do your best and paint that first coat as best as you can. When that is completely dry, start your second layer. This layer can be a little bit more thick since you've already gotten your base down for you to paint off of. Keep repeating this process over and over again until the LPS is completely covered. Make sure that you wait in between layers to let the paint dry enough for you to easily paint on the next layer. After you've completed all your layers, your custom should look similar to this one. Now for the ears, I'm going to be using this gold. It's metallic, which basically means it's shiny. And I'm going to be using the same watered down method, except I accidentally got this too wet, so I'm going to be adding a little bit more paint to that mixture right there. Now I'm going to start on the right ear, and I'm going to just paint very slowly and carefully. This is an important part because you don't want to mess up when you're on this ear. It's a pain to go over it again with white. This will definitely take 2 coats, so don't worry about any white seeping through. Starting on the next ear, you're going to repeat the exact same process. Again, don't worry about if it's not completely thick with one color. You're going to be doing another layer. Before you start painting, make sure to let the ears dry to prevent smearing. The Comic-Con cat has a little design in the middle of its forehead, so I'm going to be painting that on now. After that's completely done drying, I'm going to be outlining this with a little bit of pink, and I also decided to add some sparkles because I want this to look extra pretty. Now you're definitely going to need a very small brush for this step. And you can also use a toothpick if you don't have a very small brush. You can just dab a little bit of paint and carefully draw a little line on the outside, outlining the gold. Now for the mask, I'm going to be using a lighter pink and carefully going around the eyes. Now this type of paint has some more sparkles in it, so that's why it looks a little bit clear, but I'll be doing 2 coats of this so that it looks very nice and clean. Using the same light pink, I'm going to create little boots for the cat. While I wasn't recording, I decided to add more sparkles to the feet and mask, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm using the same exact pink I used for the gold, and I'm going to outline the mask and feet along with the tail. Don't be alarmed if you mess up, you can easily rub it right off with your finger. After that's done drying, we're going to start on the dot. Now I'm going to be using the end of a paintbrush and dotting a little bit of pink and just poking it very slightly on the LPS. As you can see, it looks like it's a little bit bumpy. You can always fix that by tapping your finger. However, my mixture is very watered down, so it's going to be dried flat. Continue this, and yes, it might take a while, but be patient and I'm sure your product will look good. Once that's dry, I'm going to take gold and use that for the chest marking, again watering down the paint enough so it's nice and smooth. I'm going to be making a little bit of a POW sign, if you know what that is. Following the theme, I'm going to be writing the LPS logo in pink because on the Comic-Con cat it has a little LPS sign right in the middle of its chest. Once that's outlined and dried, you want to start on the eyes. Now, the eyes are very confusing for many people. What I would start off with is the black, and you want to get a very small brush and just outline the very outside of the eyes with black. Time to work on the eyelashes. The best way to do this is either draw little triangles or flick the brush upwards. Don't be discouraged if this isn't turning out exactly how you were hoping. Drawing eyes can be very difficult and it takes a lot of practice, so just try your best. Let's start again with the eye coloring. I'm going to be using blue and a little bit of this white to mix in for a little bit more shine. I'm also using metallic so it looks very shiny, much like a real eye. I'm mixing these two together so I can create a little bit more of a light blue and adding a little bit more dark blue for different shades of the eye. Starting with the dark blue, I'm going to carefully line it close to the bottom, but leaving a little bit white space there. Do it on both sides. Now we're going to take the lighter blue and we're going to add another layer right on top of it, but leave a little bit of the darker blue visible. Wait for that to dry, and now we're going to add the black. Very carefully add this the same way you did a little bit on top of the white blue. Repeat on both sides. If you make a mistake, carefully remove it with water like I did right there. Much like the Comic-Con cat, I'm going to be doing a POW sign for the eye shine. Congratulations, you made it through the video, and I hope that your custom is finished as well. Want to show me your custom? Make sure to post a video with it with the title HelloStudios Comic Con Cat Custom. I will add it to a playlist on my channel. Want to post a photo of your custom? Please use the hashtag HelloStudiosComicCon on Instagram or LPSA. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you in my next video. Make sure to comment down below if you want to see any more tutorials. Bye!